I've talked about this before with Dana White. Dana White at some point wants to sound like he's, the commissioner of the NFL or Major League Baseball. He has to act like he's bothered by this stuff. Like, oh my God, Conor McGregor, so disappointed in him. And then all of a sudden, hey, I can make a couple $100 million off Conor McGregor. And all the comments Conor McGregor had prior to the fight about Khabib and his family, terrorist. And then all of a sudden, you act surprised that there's something that happens after the fight. And I think that Dana White just has to say, look, I'm Vince McMahon here, all right? Don't try to tell me that you got this moral compass, that you're really concerned about the sport. You're a businessman. And you're going to have a rematch in 6 months. And I'm sure the same stuff's going to be said. And people are going to buy it. But, all of a sudden he's like, I got these ethics. And, oh, my God. So disappointed. Really? I think it was a good weekend for MMA. I think it was a good weekend for Dana White. I really do. Yeah, Paul.
This might be really a dumb statement, but is there any downside to the MMA? Because you can find a lot of social media videos from this weekend. There were other fights in the stands, in the concourse during the event. Is there any danger that the MMA becomes not a friendly event to see in person, which doesn't let you bring... I know you're not bringing an 8-year-old. I don't know. I don't know if you're bringing an 8-year-old.
Well, even if you're just there with a buddy, or there's that feeling, or your girlfriend or your wife. Paul Pierce had a run-in with security there. So you don't want that atmosphere. The atmosphere in the octagon is one thing, but when it gets outside of the octagon, that's where regular citizens, spectators get hurt. Then it's real. Conor McGregor, you expect him to get hurt, or Khabib to get hurt. If you're in the octagon, you can expect to get hurt. But I can't be in row 8 and think that I could get hurt during an MMA fight. That's the concern here. But the other stuff, you can't sit there and be angry at Conor McGregor, then embrace all the comments that he had and, the hate that he had, because that's selling the fight. And then all of a sudden, Khabib goes, you know what? I took all of this. I took this bleep sandwich from this dude, and now all of a sudden, I'm going to go after somebody. Now, they're going to hold his prize money and not give him his belt. They'll eventually give him his prize money, and maybe they'll give him his belt. But so what? You don't need a damn belt. We know you beat Conor McGregor. But you can't sit there and go, oh, I'm so disappointed in you. Why weren't you disappointed in Conor McGregor and how he sold this fight? If you're really upset with him, that's nonsense.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.